Okay, so can you explain this a little bit better? I get that you are sending the email. I get you sent the mass email, but obviously 10 billion passwords leaked is significant. And so, if you guys weren't the ones that got hacked and everything for that had a data leak, who are you saying that might it could have gotten data leak? Was this based on the was this based on the information I gave?
So we're not stating that any large companies have been breached with any passwords recently. We're just informing you what you can do to protect yourself.
Okay, then why put in a topic of 10 billion passwords leaked? That's going to make a lot of people freak out. Like they think they're going to believe that maybe you got hacked and your database center got hacked, or maybe there was a massive breach just recently. That is very not okay because that causes panic and fear.
So this is because over the past year, our system was able to detect with all of our customers, there has been over 10 billion passwords that have been breached.
But not by your database, just people who save the passwords to your system.
That is correct.
And since you monitor the passwords for everyone's accounts on the dark web or whatever you do, it's not your database that got breached. It's actually, passwords
from multiple websites and different companies. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's good to know, because one of the things I like about what you do is that you actually monitor not just passwords like that. You also monitor just pretty much anything and everything of private data, and I love it. I don't know if you actually know this yet, but because I don't know how high up on the chain you go, but I actually turned in just yesterday or the day before a massive list of data brokers, over 1,000 data brokers. Yeah, let's just say, I'm not a big fan of having my 1,000 plus data brokers having my private information out there, and the fact that you actually, even though it wasn't your actual data center that was breached, the fact that I now can come to you like this and be like, was this you? And you say it wasn't, it was actually us monitoring your stuff. It was like, oh my gosh, that is better than any other security identity place I've ever, tried and done. Like I've been accused of data mining this one girl's information, but yet I'm a big, huge privacy person. So having you tell me this was not your system, but it was the fact that you monitor the passwords on for every one of your members' accounts in case there is password leaks, is just amazing. But the fact that there's, in the last year, 10 billion passwords leaked from multiple different websites and data centers that was not yours over the last year, that is insane. That tells me how bad the scamming world is, the hacking world is. That is just... This is why I am protecting my information. Why I gave you guys the literal information involving the data brokers, that 1,000 list, is because if you can add as many as you can in a legal fashion, even all of them, I would prefer all of them, and have all of that wiped across the board. I mean, not just for me, but for every person that's like me that just wants their privacy secured. I mean, you have no idea how much to know that this was not your database of passwords that was leaked. This was just over accumulation of the last year of you guys monitoring your members. That was just... Next time, do me a favor, is when you actually send an email like this, if you're gonna put it in a panic like that, at least make it not seem as bad. I know you tried to with the first thing, but if you actually give details, like this was not just an immediate thing, it was accumulation over a year, which you did not state, then people are gonna panic. If you had stated this was an accumulation over a year, there'd be no reason for me to make this phone call. You see where I'm coming at?
Yes, sir.
So so I'm trying to help you guys get better because I believe in your software, your Aura software. So, you know, like, the fact that I keep on trying to help you guys improve tells me how good I like you.
Yes, I'll go ahead and make sure I get that notated up to our innovation board for the back end side of it for our sales team so they are aware.
Well, like I said, it just takes one little statement added in to change that entire thing. If like literally says this was not an immediate thing, it was accumulation over a year, then there's less worry, there's less panic, you know, and make sure that line is literally at the first line you state or something, you know. That way it pops out,
Yes,
you know. All right, thank you.
so, yeah, of course. Anything else before I let you go?
Nope. I just wanted to make sure it was not your database. It was just, you know, something else. And I'm glad it wasn't a recent leak. It was just accumulation over a year because you monitor each and every one of your members' passwords in case there is leaks from a data center. So thank you for that. You have no idea the fact that you do that and protects my passwords like that has, oh my gosh, you have no idea. This is why I don't have time to data mine shit, because I'm busy trying to fight for privacy here. So, you know, the guy's fighting for privacy and somehow I'm a data miner. It makes no sense. All right, thank you. You have a good evening.
Yes, thank you so much for getting in contact with Orin Identity Card. You have a good one.
You as well. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, you heard it right there, people. You heard it right there. Aura is the place that you need to go to protect your stuff. They will. I knew you could have the passwords monitored. I just didn't know they monitored it that heavy. I mean, we're talking about a identity protection, a information privacy protection company that goes to extreme lengths to watch out for you for every ounce of data and information you put into it. I mean, if there was one company that, you know, really needed to have everything for protection, it's Aura. And, you know, the best part is, you know, their iconic video on their homepage is literally the guy who plays Tony Stark in the Marvel universe. So, you know, and they talk about AI, you know, on the homepage, and I think, let's see, you got the older version of Tony Stark. You're talking about AI. It must be Jarvis. But you know what? This is why I love Aura. This is why I love Aura. It's why I recommend that you actually get Aura. I wanted to share that with you because I'm a big, huge believer in Aura, and I want you guys to be a believer in Aura too. So I may share more of these. I may share more availability. Yes, in a way, this is a bit of a clickbait, but you get the reason why I kind of did it in a clickbait format was for the simple fact that I just wanted you to hear and see what was going on with that. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty amazing for a system to do that. I'm gonna switch here because apparently I don't have my security thing here. I'm gonna actually change that. There we go. So go get Aura. I know I've talked about it a lot recently, especially for your privacy. And if you saw my other video involving the data collectors of the world, that is 1,000 plus. It's literally in my list of videos. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It's pretty shocking, and you heard it right here. They even monitor your passwords for your protection. So go get Aura. They will. You have no idea how good of a company they are. it is what it is. It is what it will always be. Aura is the bomb. Go get it. Also, don't forget to get your privacy card. And, you know, you need to get that privacy card so you can actually, you know, have your credit card information, everything, also protected. Just do it. You know, get it all situated, get it all done, because the sooner the more time you slack, the more chances your information gets out there even more. And since they collect it from your debit cards, your credit cards, your loans that you pay, your rent if you rent, your house mortgages, your house payments, your car payments, you name it. If you are paying anything or signing up for anything or signing your name to something, there is a data center with that signature and that information on you. So go get your protection and your privacy started. The fact that they did this and sent me that email, like you said, it was a little concerning because I thought it was their system, but it actually is not. It's actually them helping protect you as a customer, letting you know that this was happening. And as you saw, I gave them some feedback to help improve it to not cause mass panic and mass hysteria. So you see, I don't do anything but fight for other people. I think of other people. I put I don't just look at it for myself. I look at it how this could benefit not just me, but other people out there in the world. It's like, you know, I prefer to put people above my own. Yes, I may have a computer business called Hamster's PC Repair. Yes, I'm not going to lie, I would like to make a little bit of cash on it. But you know what? I have cheap prices. I have cheap prices if you actually would go look at it. It's not as, it's cheaper because I work out of home. So trust me when I say, you're not going to find a better deal. You're simply not going to find a better deal for pricing. I know it may add up and whatnot, but, you know, quite honestly, at the end of the day, what do you have to lose by getting Aura, by getting the privacy card and protecting yourself? Just think about it. Just think about it. With that being said, this is Curtis Herbold, Shakespeare the Unamused Hamster, aka owner of Hamster's Pizza Repair, owner of the Detective Curtis Chronicles, book authoring stuff, game developer, game streamer, cook, baker, you name it. Apparently, I don't just have one creative idea. I have several. With that being said, go protect your privacy. Because I am going to fight for you either way. You know, people will say I'm doing it for my best benefit. No, I am doing this for the world. Trying to change the world and make the world better. And I'm sorry that my family and other people just cannot and will not see that. The actual video I did on the data brokers is in the link in this description. Normally there's only 2 links, but I am linking that particular video to the description of this video. If you haven't seen it, it's literally called the worst privacy violation in history. If you've already seen it, great. If you haven't, go watch it because it's pretty damaging, because it changes your opinion and your mind on how much your information is out there. I've been telling people, I've been telling my family, I've been telling my friends, everyone, and everyone is saying I am worrying about something that is not true. But it is true. We live in the world of technology. We live in the world where our personal information is out there far more than people realize. Even my own uncle and my own grandmother. I mean, just imagine, they are older than me. They are older than me. My uncle probably about, 15, 20 years. My grandmother, who is 40, 50 years older. They're older than me. They're older than me. Just imagine how much more information these data brokers have on them alone. Just imagine it. And if my family ever sees this video and they're shaking, that's not true. Well, Go watch the video in this link that I did earlier. You will see proof about how damaging the data brokers is and how many are actually out there. I mean, if I can't get my own family to see it, then clearly they're just going to live in oblivion and oblivious and just continue doing what they're doing because they think that they can't protect themselves. But you can. You can. Just because it looks hopeless does not mean there isn't hope. Get Aura, get the privacy card. If you haven't seen the video on the biggest privacy violation in history, click it in the description down below. Honestly, I'd also like to see you as a customer if you need any work on laptops or computers. Ciao.